This video is sponsored by the Hisense C2 Ultra. You're gaming the wrong way. Got something better for you. It's like we've all done a lot of gaming, but you haven't like really gamed until you've done it on a 300-inch display. And I'm not talking about going to a movie theater, but like bringing the movie theater home to your house. This is all made possible by the all-new C2 lineups of laser mini projectors from Hisense. Let me show you how the C2 Ultra here is going to help you watch movies, play games in a whole new way. Before I get to all of that, let me give you guys something for supporting the channel all these years, for being awesome human beings. This is like one of the most near and dear things to my heart. You have a chance to win $500. All you gotta do, leave a comment down below. Tell me the first movie you would watch on your new Hisense projector. Tell me a fact about yourself, a dad joke, but just make sure there's a way to contact you, either your social handle in the comment, or if I click on your username on your YouTube page, there's a way to contact you. There's so many people that have won these things that I can't get a hold of and I have to go to the next winner. Don't let that be you. Give the video a thumbs up. Let this run for 10 days, open to anyone in the world. All the information you need though will be in the description. All right, so before I start plugging in cables and flipping power switches, let me just show you like the actual like hardware of the thing, because for those kind of venturing out from the TV world, and I imagine a lot of you are kind of looking at your first projector, you've always had TVs, sometimes like a quick crash course in kind of what makes these projectors good, or in some cases bad, is worthwhile. All right, so this is kind of the latest from the C2 lineup from Hisense. You might know Hisense from their TVs. We've reviewed a bunch of them. They make pretty awesome TVs. They also make really feature-packed laser projectors, and the all-new C2 lineup here is kind of bringing that up a notch with kind of some extra bells and whistles, especially for those that are looking to get into gaming with projectors. And those two haven't always kind of gone together. It's also got a built-in stand that can swivel 360 degrees and has 135 degrees of tilt, so you can dial in kind of your new screen right out of the box. It's also really small, compact, relatively portable, obviously compared to a TV. You can easily move it, take it inside or outside for a movie night, or kind of whatever you want to do. The big advantage, probably the biggest advantage, literally, with the C2 is that I can have a screen, let's say like small, 65 inches or as large as 300 with sort of cinema quality 4K projection. It looks like you were bringing a movie theater to your house. You know that meme about having sort of, something at home? Like, you don't need McDonald's, we got it at home. Usually means like that McDonald's is gonna be bad. But in this case, the movie theater you have at home is actually really, really good. And quality-wise, the C2 Ultra sort of has the power to deliver a really immersive experience. It's got support for sort of things you'd expect from a projector or a TV. Things like Dolby Vision HDR10 Plus, IMAX Enhanced, and content on here looks really crisp. And thanks to Hisense's Trichroma triple laser projection technology, the C2 Ultra can achieve 110% of the BT 2020 super white color space. It also has, if you don't want to plug in like a set-top box, it's got all the built-in smart apps, help you quickly sort of get the content you want to watch. It also has built-in AirPlay too. So if you want to stream content from your Apple device wirelessly, you can do that right out of the box. Connect to Wi-Fi and you're good to go. So why would gamers want to consider a projector, let alone consider the C2? And I think the C2, because this has some special features, kind of meant for gaming, actually like real features. We've seen for years where people try to this is for gamers because it's got like RGB or something that is ancillary to the actual experience. The C2 actually makes gaming better. Hisense designed it to be a gaming beast and actually has sort of the official designed for Xbox certification, which means you have a console, or like me, you picked up one of the new Series X's, you get 12 milliseconds of input lag and 240 hertz refresh rates, make you really feel like you are in the game. Especially if you can have sort of the screen in quotes, fill your entire wall. It is way more immersive when the quality is this good. Can't talk about the perks of gaming on a projector without actually gaming on a projector. So Got the new Xbox Series X hooked up to the C2. I'm actually streaming, so via Game Pass, probably my favorite games ever. I'm playing Madden. I just got a touchdown. So a couple things to notice here. Obviously with Game Pass, there's going to be lag, or at least usually. And then also a big concern with gaming on projectors is there's going to be, more lag there. And honestly, I am noticing no lag at all, especially with the combination of Game Pass and the projector. It looks as if the game is downloaded on here. And they're looking at things that maybe you'd expect to not be as great. Look beautiful. The colors look awesome. The shadows look really good. This, if I just sat down and someone handed me a controller, I would just figure I was gaming on a TV, which is probably the biggest compliment that I can give the C2 is you forget using a projector. You're just enjoying the content, whether you're playing games on an Xbox or a PlayStation or just watching a movie or show. And I mean that as the biggest compliment. I take up a lot of space. I have it right next to me. I'm not worried about fan noise blowing in my ear or anything here. I get to watch the content. And I think that's a really awesome thing to have and to see. So if you've got an Xbox Series X and you're playing games natively from the console, or even if you're streaming, you're going to have an incredible gaming experience. All right, so gaming is really good on the C2, but that's probably not what you're going to be doing like all the time. You're going to want to watch stuff. A big problem with projectors in the past has been they're not certified for all the streaming apps that you'd want. This is Hisense, so you've got everything just out of the box. So you have Netflix here, that should probably tell you enough. Whether or not you want to plug in a third-party box, you don't have to with what Hisense has here. But when you go ahead and pick something, it's really the speed of how things are going to launch. But the nice thing is it's all here and it's all fast. And we've seen problems with projectors in the past where they don't have app support. You have to side load things in. This is Hisense, a company that's been making really good TVs for a really long time with a really good UI. And just like gaming, the quality looks really good. It also has a high refresh rate. So we're filming this on a Thursday. So the Thursday night game tonight, it's Denver Broncos and the New Orleans Saints. You could sit and watch a game on something like this and just not be aware you're on a projector. So when it's time to, sadly, put the controller down and kind of just watch content, this is where the C2, I think, really flexes as well. With so many projectors are struggling with things like brightness and clarity, the C2 Ultra doesn't have really any problem with either. With 3000 lumens of peak brightness, if you don't know what that means, it's fine. All that means is that it's gonna get plenty bright no matter where you are. And it's got things that make it easy to set up too. AutoFocus, Auto Keystone correction, and 3D time of flight sensor means that this will do all the hard work for you. And if those terms are unfamiliar to you, all that means you put your projector down, point to the direction you want your screen or your wall, and it's gonna do all the things for you. So it'll focus, it'll adjust the screen size to fit that environment. You don't have to do kind of any of those fine tuning unless you want to. You obviously can. It's also got some pretty good JBL tuned speakers and subwoofer built in with support for DTS virtual sound. If you want to plug in your own sound solution, HDMI, eARC port, if you want to plug in a sound bar or swap sort of your TV out and use this with your existing home theater system. Here's like a quick example of what that sounds like. And again, all the apps are built into this that you would want to use. Hisense's new C2 lineup, I think, has something for kind of everyone. So there's a C2, C2 Pro, C2 Ultra are kind of bringing the industry leading image quality and really premium hardware, incredible experience that kind of allows kind of anybody to bring a movie theater home with you, kind of plop it down in your living room. So I think the big question a lot of people have is like, why would I want a projector? I've got a TV. TVs have always worked for me. Like, there's always presumed compromises with a projector. And for a lot of projectors, that used to be the case. But as this technology gets better and better, those reasons become kind of crossed out as you go. And what Hisense did at the C2 is really eliminate almost all of them. This thing is small and lightweight, but that doesn't mean you're sacrificing brightness. Doesn't mean you're sacrificing audio quality. Doesn't mean you're sacrificing picture fidelity or anything like you used to projectors from a few years ago. So if you're looking to take your gaming or movie watching to a new level, that the new C2 Ultra is something you definitely want to check out ASAP. If you want to learn more about it, all the information will be in the link down below. All right, I'm gonna throw my last pass. I'm gonna turn this off. No, I'll turn this off.